These look exactly the same, but they're not. Apple just dropped the AirPods Max 2, and at first glance, you'd probably think nothing has changed. Same design, same premium feel, same overall look. But after actually using them, there are some real upgrades here, and a few things that might still annoy you. So in this video, I'm going to give you a full, honest review. Not just what's new, but whether these are actually worth buying. Let's start with the design, because honestly, that's a big reason people buy these. And yeah, Apple didn't change much here. You still get that premium aluminum build, the soft mesh headband, and those magnetically attached ear cups. They still feel incredibly high-end the moment you pick them up. And the removable ear cushions are actually super useful, especially if you wear these a lot or want to clean them. The controls are also the same. You've got that digital crown for volume and playback, which still feels way better than swipe controls, and a button to switch between noise cancellation and transparency mode. But here's something that still feels weird. There's no power button. You can't actually turn these off manually. They just go into a low power mode when you put them in the case. Most of the time it works fine, but sometimes it doesn't, and you end up taking them off and putting them back on just to wake them up. It's not a deal breaker, but it can be a little annoying. Now about that case, yeah, it's still the same smart case. It only covers the ear cups, not the whole headphone. So if you're traveling or throwing these into a backpack, it doesn't feel very protective. There are better third-party cases out there, but that's extra money. Moving on to battery life, you're getting around 20 hours here. It's decent, but not amazing. A lot of other headphones in this price range go up to 40 or even 50 hours. The good thing, though, is Apple finally switched to USB-C, and you can actually use wired connection for lossless audio, which is a nice bonus if you care about sound quality. Speaking of sound, this is where things get interesting. The AirPods Max 2 now come with the H2 chip and a new amplifier, and you can actually hear the difference. The sound is very clean, very balanced. The bass is strong but not overpowering, and the highs are crisp without being harsh. It's not overly fun or bass-heavy like some other headphones, but it's very accurate. If you like a more natural sound, you'll probably love these. That said, there's still no manual EQ and no dedicated app, so what you hear is what you get. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest upgrades, noise cancellation. The ANC on these is seriously impressive. It's noticeably better than the previous version. Low background noises like engines or air conditioners get almost completely blocked out, and even voices are reduced much more than before. If you travel a lot or work in noisy environments, this is easily one of the best options out there. Transparency mode is also just as good as before, which is to say, it's excellent. You can hear everything around you so naturally that sometimes you forget you're even wearing headphones. Comfort is a bit of a mixed bag. They feel great on your head, the materials are soft, and the fit is solid, but they are heavy. That's probably the biggest downside here. For short listening sessions, no problem, but if you're wearing them for hours or using them at the gym, you might start to feel that weight. Now, in terms of features, Apple packed quite a bit in here. You've got adaptive noise control that adjusts based on your environment, conversation awareness that lowers your music when you start talking, and even some newer things like camera control, where you can take photos using the crown. There's also live translation in beta, which is pretty cool. It's not perfect, but it works surprisingly well in real-world situations. And of course, everything works seamlessly if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Switching between devices, connecting instantly, it's all smooth. But if you're using Android or non-Apple devices, you're going to miss out on a lot of these features. Now let's talk about the price. At around $549, these are still expensive, no way around that. But interestingly, when you factor in inflation, they're actually cheaper than when the original AirPods Max launched. Still, compared to competitors like Sony or Bose, they're on the higher side. So, are they worth it? If you're deep into the Apple ecosystem and you want premium headphones with top-tier noise cancellation, great sound, and seamless integration, then yeah, these are fantastic. You're probably going to love them. But if you're looking for something lighter, cheaper, or more customizable, there are definitely other options out there that might make more sense. Overall, the AirPods Max 2 don't reinvent the design, but they do improve where it matters most. Better ANC, better sound, and smarter features. Now, I'm curious, what do you think about them? Are they worth the price, or is Apple playing it too safe this time? Let me know in the comments.